Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop recording. Who's squeaking more, me or him?
Can I have a ride?
Yeah. This is. Oh, son of a bitch. You might not want to get in that lane there, bud. All right, we're going. Okay, let's go ahead and just put those on. Oh, you don't want to do that. Yep, I need over with these people. Thank you. And we're off.
What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, just bought a car, new Drift Marrow.
Drift Marrow. Only the finest.
Only the finest. We just hand braked into you also need to know if it would be proud.
You can still see all the fluids that leaked out.
Yeah, you got a ways to go that way.
Are you excited about your new purchase, buddy?
I just like the fact that it's already stair shift. You know how rare that is to find a stair shift?
It's got a jiggly stick.
I mean, other than the fact that
Well, that's just
it's fine.
That's
and
just
and
it.
it's very.
That's just the adaptive driver comfort.
I don't know. I mean, handbrake.
I want it if you know. Got the Drift Camaro here with enough spray foam and crazy glue to hold the world together. It's got the factory lightning package. Iron Man's, it's basically a drift car already.
Dude, if I get it running, I'm doing a burn on it.
Something tells me you're not going to get it running.
Something tells me I probably.
Please send that poor little V6 to Valhalla with no water in it. Just one time. Just as long as she'll go with no water.
I'll get it running just to make a virtue video.
I hope you do. If you don't blow the quarter off of it, you didn't go long enough. Hook a garden hose actually to the inlet and just let it fucking go.
I wonder if that limiter.
But we'll find out. You gonna saws all the exhaust off first?
It's probably rotted off.
That's fair.
So I figured I would give an actual intro to this video. The Camaro footage was very last minute. Buying the Camaro was very last minute. I was passing through Marietta Sunday evening, decided to stop and look at this car. We went back up Monday evening to buy it, and it was on a little single lane, couldn't even get a trailer up to it, steep incline. At the bottom of this incline was a 4-lane with a police station around it, and it was a very messed up intersection, and just, prime car buying procedures were taken. Let's just put it that way. The car had very little brakes, does not run. The handbrake did work. We figured our best bet was just to give it a shove and hope it stopped, and well, luckily it stopped. We almost didn't have any footage of it at all until after we get it pushed into the lot, and I told Justin, I'm like, we are very terrible vloggers. We didn't film any of this. Luckily, Grace and Courtney were in the car behind us. Grace filmed a little bit, and then Justin filmed some because we were just trying to be goofy. So the story of the Camaro is, well, unfortunately, it's not going to be a drift car. A good friend of mine and my dad's has a 95 Z28, and he had a little mishap with it, and it had an aftermarket cow hood on it. It got busted, the windshield got busted, and the T-tops got busted. Instead of trying to replace everything new from GM, I just looked for another car. This one popped up, was prime, cheap, easy. So I got it to kind of help him out, and I don't even know if he knows that the car is at the house. Regardless, Justin came over to help me out with getting it. Once we got it on the trailer, I was like, man, I wish we had filmed more, but we were in a hurry. We wanted to go eat at a restaurant before it closed, and that's that. But it made for some funny content. So now I'm back in the car heading back up to Justin's, and this is 2 days later. and we are going to get another car. It's nothing special. He's just going to use it for parts. And I figured, you know, we'll take a little detour away from just our driving footage and film some kind of just goofy stuff and getting cars. Because let's be honest, going to buy cars is fun. Even if they're junk cars that you don't plan on doing anything with, going and buying cars is fun. Any car guy enjoys going and buying cars and dragging them out of places and loading them up, especially if you can do it with friends. So going back up here, I'll be there in about a half hour, and I'll vlog some more with that, and then I will show what he's buying then. I'm not going to tell you now, and we'll see what his plans are for it. And honestly, I'm just kind of filming this, like I said, as an intro, and just kind of a little bit of a space filler to get the video out and to explain why we bought the Camaro.
What are we doing today? We're getting parts. We like parts. Parts are hard to find, so we're going to go get some. And where we're going to get them is from the world's worst 240. And I mean that. This thing is bad and there's almost nothing left. But conveniently enough, this needs parts that 240 has. So we're going to go get it and film our adventure along the way. Kody should be here any minute. And we're going to load up the truck and let you guys see the chaos that will probably ensue. Time to turn a camera on as we run a red light. Almost.
So what are we doing, bud?
we're going to go buy another rusty piece of shit.
Well, yeah, so here we are.
Courtney too.
And Courtney's with us.
Keep what I want and probably cut the rest off and then crush it, if I'm being completely honest.
Please get your money back.
I mean, it's got all the glass, so I guess I haven't even really told you. So this car has obviously the whole unibody with a really good roof and sunroof. Both quarters are really good except for the one they started to cut off, and so that sucks. But the whole back half of the car, I don't know if there's enough sheet metal to put a subframe back in it. The front and front rails and everything are straight, relatively clean. All the glass is good. It's got windshield, both door glass, doors. The doors are kind of beat up. One of them is. The fenders are kind of beat up, but it's not horrible. I mean, and then there's a little bit of interior. I actually told him, I said, because he's got a bunch of stuff just kind of laid around, a bunch of different cars he's torn apart. I was like, whatever you think might be from a 240, put it in a pile, and I'll tell you when I get there.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're at right now. I just looked at the car the other day. He's got a dash and one of the nicest center consoles I've ever seen, which is very strange, but that's cool to have, and shifter trim, or yeah, shifter panel. But yeah, we're gonna go get all that and throw it in the truck and cross our fingers that we make it all makes it back. And we can even get it on the trailer.
So what are you getting? Most of a 240? I mean, I think you got quite a bit of stuff here. I think it could become a drift car.
You haven't opened that hatch yet.
If we get some overnight parts from Japan.
You can see I can see the ground.
Hey, those are the best kind. Rust is lighter than
Hey,
carbon
I need
fiber.
a new mirror.
I wouldn't know anything about
Kody.
that. Sad, dude. I don't care. It's on. Honestly, wasn't too bad.
I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it ever come off this trailer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it will by a big claw.
Yeah, I think that's the only way it comes off this trailer.
It's loaded.
What did we do by day?
Are we vlogging at the same time?
Block 7. You know what that means.
Huh?
We bought a 240 again.
This is more really like a 220.
This is my first one.
220. Or well, not even really.
This is like a 60.
What are you doing?
Trying to get this body harness.
Well, I showed up to help. Found a BMW. Had wheels inside.
Make sure I don't accidentally take his LS harness.
Your boy needs spares, so I'm going home with wheels.
I will gladly give it back to you.
Justin got a wiring harness. Was looking at a BMW. I found a set of wheels and I need some spares. Or they could even go in Grace's car. They'd look sick on her car. Got a little lip bent up, but I can have them fixed. I need to quit spending money.
Right. We're on the road, honest reactions.
I like it.
Courtney?
I like
A quarter of a car.
Yeah, this is technically a 120 SX,
I think it's more like a 60 XX.
but either way, well, I don't know. By the time with the body panels you got, the hood,
Dude, that's what I was trying. Like for $200.
I paid more for wheels than you paid for a car.
Yeah.
I bought a set of wheels while we were here, so dude has a E46 that I was looking over, and he's debating on selling it, and the wind noise is bad, and the Harleys, we apologize. Anyway, he had an E46 in there, so I'm over here looking it over, and I open the door, and there's these set of like machined hoop dark gray centered wheels.
They look like Regas, but with a lip.
Yeah, they're definitely a knockoff. I don't even know the name brand. I'm gonna look them up here in a minute. I was like, what do you want for him? He's like, $500. I'm like, there ain't no way. And I told him I'd give him $300, and I Facebook paid him. And Justin's like, were you taking these wheels? And I'm like, well, they're already in your truck. So I bought 4 wheels, but I have no drift spares. And honestly, if I get my way, I may still not have drift spares because they may go on Grace's E46 because it'll look sick.
I just bought a really rusty 240, but I bought it for everything else, which was all the control arms, all the hubs, brake rotors, a whole chassis harness, all the wiring.
That's worth it right there.
Blower motor, AC stuff, got doors, fenders, a hood, and none of it's real great, but
It would be great for the comp car if you absolutely like mangled a door,
Right.
mangled a hood, things like that. The only thing I wish that car had in it, even though you probably already got a spare, but it would have been nice if it had, would be a core support.
I know. I was hoping it had core support and headlight motors, but it doesn't. That would be one thing I really did want. But for $200, I can't argue with it. I mean, I'm getting my money's back just on spare parts.
But with the price of 240s, we'll sell it right now for 10 grand with the trailer. No low ballers.
No.
We know what we got.
That's right. It's a drift car starter kit and wheels.
Yeah, and wheels. I mean, I would let the wheels go. I hope he was right about the bolt pattern. I hope they fit. If not, they'll be on Facebook tonight. It'll be fun.
Yeah. For $10,000, I will sell Kody's wheels with it for free.
Yeah, yeah. But either
for the
way,
low price.
yeah. So, regardless, we don't know if the car will ever come back off this trailer in one piece.
It will never come off this trailer looking like a car.
Yeah, and regardless, it's cool. I mean, ultimately, if need be, if this was 5-10 years from now, you could build a drift car, a comp car out of this.
Yeah,
because you're going to cut the floor out for a quick change. You're going to put a rear mount radiator in it. You're going to do all this stuff. It's got one bad spot.
Watch this guy open his door and
Yeah.
meatball both of our trucks.
You got, it's got a hole in the floor. that could be patched, and then it's got no trunk pan, which would be fine anyway for a car you're going to tube the back half of anything.
Right.
So I mean, really, I think the shell, because the front half of the car, which is what you have to be legal in FD, is really nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like the fender wells are nice. The strut towers are nice. The rear shock towers are perfect. I was looking at them.
The car could be fixed, but it's
It really
just
could.
too much for me, especially somebody who already has one. Well, has 2.
3.
Well, I don't have 3. You've got one.
Yeah, probably buy that.
I'll make a package deal. 2 240s for $10,000. And Kody's wheels.
And a trailer.
And the trailer.
Might need a new board replaced.
Maybe 2.
I might even let the skates go.
Ooh.
Might let the skates go.
I might let
for the right buyer.
I might let the straps go.
For the right buyer. Just unhook the trailer, unload the bed. I mean, if you want to tack on another 10, 15 grand, we might let the truck go too.
For $35,000.
This could be yours.
Put half your load.
Is that a Supra?
Is that a Supra, bro?
I better hear it. All right, nice BMW sound, bro. And he probably just went, "Is that a 240?"
Kind of.
I mean, depends on who you're asking. I mean,
I can't wait for none of this video to be usable because it's so dark you can't see. That's gonna be pretty cool.
it'll be fine. Good audio.
Put the exposure.
Now we turn the lights on.
Professional.
Yeah, we're great.
Tube.
Yeah, YouTube.
No, just tube.
Yeah, put this on the tube.
I was trying to explain that to somebody the other day.
Oh, the tube. I know. Every
Tube
time I go
meme.
to explain it to someone, I start laughing hysterically, and they just look at me like I'm stupid. Tube.
All right, we better close up shop.
Yeah.
I think that's about all we can talk about.
Yeah.
Not the world's worst 240. I've definitely seen worse.
And it really wasn't bad getting it loaded. Like, I've definitely done worse.
Yeah, that went better than expected. If the trailer board hadn't broke on us, then we would be okay. But
Yeah, you just got to buy a $40 board.
yeah, I'm sure it was
The
already. It was
board will cost more than the car.
It was already rotten, to be completely honest with you. No, it was.
As long as I can wash my hands when I get back, I'm good.
Oh no, that water is expensive.
We're back. We bought this for $200.
Have a thing of like that comes up on the screen,
Yeah.
flashes.
Buy now. Buy now.
So we need
Got that aluminum 5.3, and there's a T56 in the back. That's hers, Gen 4 rod, aluminum 5.3, Gen 3 motor. That's probably what's going to end up in here. Got an LS T56 for this car. 6.2 T56 running, driving, perfectly good car. Really bad 240 on a trailer outside.
And a mediocre coupe.
Yeah, and then a coupe right there outside the wall that you can't see.
240.
4S chassis. We are balling.
Hey, have made life goals.
Yeah, there's 4S chassis on this property right now.
You've got like $80,000 worth of cars sitting.
In today's market, I'm a fucking billionaire.
In today's market, when these things were new, you had less than 20 grand sitting here. Now you've got 80.
Yeah. It's been fun. I love doing stupid stuff like that. We had the whole road blocked for a few minutes trying to weasel this trailer into.
Hey, we never had the horn blown at us the first time.
We never got told we were number one, but there were some people that were not very happy with how we were trying to back this trailer in. But we got it. We got the car out relatively no issues. Busted the trailer a little bit, but man, you know, it is what it is.
Either way, I got to make sure back to Charleston.
Oh yeah, Kody bought wheels.
Yeah, and I bought wheels.
And this is where you insert your segment of when you get to your house and you're like, where's my new wheels?
Yeah. Either way, I think we had a pretty good experience, and see where it goes. And
More S chassis or better S chassis?
even though I look like an absolute goon driving.
It's fucking weird,
Well,
man.
it ain't that. It's that fucking wheel.
Yeah, wheel kicked your ass a little bit.
Because I'm so used to going in and throwing it, and then and the wheel going.
All right, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.